Well, hello everybody. Welcome to today's episode of American Truck Simulator, which is a brand new game that I just barely got into. Not brand new to the simulator world, but brand new to me. It was one that I decided to get into over the holiday season. I had known about it before, but I didn't have quite the interest that I developed over the holidays, and I decided with some of the Christmas money that I had gotten from relatives and stuff to buy into it. And actually, you'll be pleased to know that I have purchased every single available state that is available thus far. And I have been periodically following the company that is behind the development and design of this awesome game, and they are currently working on South Dakota as well as Illinois, and they are also putting together Route 66 so that they can have the famous LA to Chicago route. And it's quite interesting, the setup that I've got for this game. Hopefully over time I can upgrade as I accumulate funds and whatnot. I'd like to be able to invest in a steering wheel and pedals and shifter combination and whatnot. And right now I'm just using the my Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS joystick as my steering, acceleration, and braking and stuff. So it's quite unconventional, but I guess it's better than using the keyboard. And I have just quite the amateur setup here. I managed to get my microphone to stay in place without it being defeated by gravity. I've got it being held up by the smartphone holder, if you will. So, and then I have the light post thing holding it too. So I got one of those, just cheap setup so you can buy at Walmart. So what you're looking at here, this red truck, this is one that I have purchased with my profits that I've accumulated over the past several days. Yesterday I made a very long run at this game. I just got so sucked into it, and it is quite addicting. So anyways, this red Peterbilt truck, it started off as being just a white day cab, and so I invested in this paint job as well as this sleeper cab. I upgraded from the 6x2 and got into the 6x4 so that I could be running the diff locker, because when I was hauling the oversized loads, I found that when I was going onto the freeway on-ramps, if I didn't have enough of a running start, it was creating quite some problems for me. So, and I also purchased my own trailer too, which you'll see once we get into the game. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and drive. Now, this game simulates fatigue, and unfortunately I wasn't able to make it to the proper rest stop where I can quote unquote rest. So it's got simulated dozing happening. So I'm gonna see if I can make it down this mountainous forested hill in Arizona and try to make it to the nearest rest stop, which I think I just spotted one, as a matter of fact. See, if you look on the lower right, on that little map, that navigation map, there's what looks like a camera and a bed icon. So let's go check it out. Get our lights on here. See if I can back out of here without hitting anything, right? Alright, here we go. Traffic's gonna have to... They're gonna have to stop. Otherwise they're gonna get smacked. Okay, here we go. This has been the biggest challenge for me. Figuring out how to back up the trailer. Yeah. This is quite the challenge. Apparently, according to the trucking academy, the learning academy in this, you're supposed to start turning a lot sooner than intuition would have you. So, anywho, I don't know. What do you guys think? You think I have enough room to turn around? Yeah, let's try it. This might make. Let's give it a go. Oh, goodness. Don't nose into the gas pump. That's the last thing we need. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn the controls, and driving a truck with a joystick and throttle is rather counterintuitive, so I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. But I do have some of the buttons mapped for shifting and stuff. Last night I had a bus try to pull in here and he was honking at me. Yeah, so that's why I ended up parking where I did. But that navigation map's not giving me the option to. Oh man. Alright, here we go. I better hurry my butt down this hill, because I am not doing good. My driver's falling asleep behind the wheel. Oh yeah, and I also upgraded. I got a better engine, and I also got a better tranny. I got the 18 speed, so that when I one day do have the shifter, yeah, it'll be the real deal, and it'll be fully authentic. All right, here we go. I gotta take it easy too. It's slow. Man, if I doze going down this hill, I'm in real trouble. Here we go. I mean, look at this. It's only 11:55 p.m. It's not even midnight yet. Oh, here we go. This is good news right here. Rust area. All right. There is hope. All right. And it looks like it's gonna be on the left side. Oh no! Whoa! Oh, I got lucky there. I managed to not scratch my truck. Alright. Let's see if I can manage not to lug the engine. Alright, hold on. Everything's so hard to see at night. Okay. Alright. We're doing it. Okay, neutral, parking brake, the lights, and the engine. Okay, now check this out. Press the following key to rest. Enter. So then it simulates the time needed to rest. Okay, here we go. So now we're awake and we're refreshed. Alright, let's do this. Oh yeah, here, I'll show you guys what my trailer looks like. Oops. Of course, that's my truck. And that's my trailer. Got it custom fit with the red rims and the sliding axles for extra load support. Kind of the dark midnight gray color, I guess you could call that. So, yep. Alright, here we go. Trying to follow this map. There's like 4 different settings. Trying to follow the map down south. Oops. Oh, that's not good. Sorry, person. Oh man. Bad boy. Okay, let's try this again. They always seem to come at the worst time. And then I adjusted the volumes on this thing so that I can hear your shift points better. Sure, a beautiful state. See, I'm trying to teach myself how to shift manually, but in reality, probably shouldn't be doing it with a joystick. At any rate, makes it that much more fun, right? Extra windy road going through the high desert. Yeah, honestly, I can't wait to get the steering wheel pedal shifter set up, because it'll make this game that much more fun and entertaining for you guys. But no, you gotta start somewhere, right? So I'm trying to get back to the I-10. Somewhere in between, like Phoenix and Albuquerque, maybe south of there, between like I-10 and I-40, I think. Hence why I'm heading south, but right now I'm just on these state rural highways. Oh, you know what? Tucson. I'm gonna go left, because Tucson, that's I-10. So that'll get us hooked up going westbound, so that would be, oh, yeah. So I have one of my keyboard keys mapped as switching between automatic and sequential on the tranny. So I went ahead and flipped it to just full automatic, because I'm having way too much trouble trying to be in the right gear. This way I could just focus mainly on driving. A lot easier when you have a shifter to know what gear you're in because of the position. Whereas with a joystick, it's, yeah, doesn't work out too well. Nice thing about these newer trucks, though, is they've got cruise control, and this one has lane keep assist. So sometimes I'll be driving along without even having my hands on the wheel. It's kind of nice. Like right now. Currently not hauling anything. I've got an empty trailer, so basically just deadheading right now. Yesterday I went on a super long cross-country road trip where I went from... Let's see, I gotta think about that for a minute. I went from like LA up the I-15 through Nevada, Arizona, and Utah. Caught the I-70 through Colorado, Kansas, dropped down south on the 35 through Oklahoma into Texas, and then I ran a load from Texas to Arizona, and so I just dropped that off yesterday. So yeah, now I'm deadheading. Okay, now if you look at the navigation map, now you can see the I-10. I already figured out I'm gonna have to get myself a better microphone holder, because my back's already starting to hurt being hunched over to reach the mic. So. Oh, yeah. One thing I still need to figure out with this game is some of the intersections you can probably see up ahead. They have these X's where you can't go down certain roads. So I want to figure out how to unlock that. So I want to be able to explore everywhere in this game. I think it'd be fun. On every highway and freeway and road and back way and alleyway. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go east to Tucson and see if maybe we can pick up a load there. And see where that takes us. Yeah. I'll do that. Let's put this truck to good use. Shall we? Missed it. The off-ramp for Tucson. But the good news is I-19 to Nogales. If I hang a U-ey, if I get off here and hang a U-ey, that should more or less get us where we need to go. And how do I know this? Because I actually lived in Tucson a long time ago. I did take the I-19 down to Nogales when Mexico was a little safer. I have a feeling Tucson's gonna have a delivery for us. So let's find out. It's on the right map. There's a place to turn around at. I don't want to end up having to go all the way down to Mexico. But maybe we just might end up doing that. Because it's not part of the map, and so I'm curious to know, like, if we can even get in there. Oh, nope, we got an exit here. This is good. So we can get going back the other way. Although you guys probably want to see Mexico, so let's see if we can get in there. Screw it. We're just gonna go all the way down. Not very far. Yeah, we're already there. Nogales. But I think there's a Nogales, Arizona. Oh yeah, international border. This will be interesting. So maybe it's good I missed the terminal. Couldn't remember what this town looks like. It's so long. Oh, yeah. See, it's got the X's. I can't go. Dang it. That's not fair. Well, at least we try. Can't fault ourselves for trying. Now I just need to figure out where to get turned around at. Even though this game does have some restrictions, it is still super fun to play because there's still so many places to explore. Alright, now we can get back on the I-19. Cheeseburger, anybody? I'm kind of hungry. Folks, I'm going to pull over for just a minute. I'm not very happy with the frame rate. I decided to lock at 30 FPS, but it's looking choppier than what I was expecting. So I'm going to see if I can just put it back to 60. And while we're at it, let's just see what's out there. Trailer. We are down here. Why don't we see what's close to us? Nogales, Arizona to Denver, Colorado. Yeah. We'll have to turn around again, but hey, that's close. It's not bad at all. So the route will take us on, let's see, yeah, going east up through Las Cruces, Socorro, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, heading up to Denver. Let's do it. That sounds like a good plan. That might help if I took that off. Uh-oh. Oh, what's going on here? I'm like, we're not reverse. Why are we rolling backwards? Not even caring. What do you think, guys? Much better, huh? As far as the frame rate's concerned, smoothness. Yeah, it was just too choppy. I didn't like it. If I remember correctly, I think we should be picking up some clothes for this delivery. Pallets of clothes. Looks like we're gonna be on the right side. Right in here. Yep, this is us. Okay. So we gotta back into where we gotta go. Right over there. And of course, this is always the tricky part. But this is what makes it fun, honestly. Because then you get good at it. I think the way I'm gonna attempt this is try to straighten her out. Try to get the butt end of the trailer going the other way. I also have different camera angles that I can use as well. But to add to the realism, I like to keep myself in the cab. Oh yeah, I think I can do this. Yeah, when I first started playing this game, oh, I was a disaster when it came to trying to back these things up. Wait a minute. Alright. So I'm gonna pull forward like so. Here we go. Do we die? And the idea is to get to where you can pull forward far enough and be close enough, straighten out enough to where you can just kind of take it straight back. Although easier said than done. All right. Sometimes it's just small little baby moves. Don't want to try to do it all in one move, because that's when you end up hitting things. Almost there. In the green means we're in the zone. Okay. Getting our cargo. Right, we're ready to rock and roll. Letting me go first. Thank you. The physics in this game is pretty realistic. I mean, you can really tell the difference between hauling a load versus not. Welcome to New Mexico. And then every now and then, the game has us pull in to get weighed and inspected. $64,000. So I figure while we're at it, let's get some gas. Alright. Gives us a full tank. Alrighty, folks. This is to be continued. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.